we can't pass on. E ngā maunga whakahi, ngā wairiporipo ka whakakotahi mai nei I tēnei rā. Nau mai ki taku whare kōrero, ki taku whare oki, tau mai rā. Tini whetū ki te rangi korangi tāne ki te whenua. Nau mai, piki mai, kake mai ki tēnei papatākoro o tātou, ko Colquhoun Park. Ko Quinton Cunningham ahau, tēnei e mihi atu ana ki a koutou katoa.
Kia ora tātou e te whānau. I am Jackie Smith and I am joined by Australian softball commentator James Harris, and we are at Colquhoun Park in the beautiful Manawatū. We are just about to start game number 2. Welcome along. This is the 2026 Under-18 Men's Oceania Qualifier. James, what can we expect from game 2?
Well, Australia set the pace for the tournament, and American Samoa, they'll need to find ways to get better as the tournament progresses. New Zealand, on the other hand, they'll be trying to get a bit of a taste and a handle of the tournament themselves before the big game tonight. You're going to see a big clash coming up.
Yeah, so game 2, we will see American Samoa take the field again, and they will be playing New Zealand. This is their first game of this World Series tournament. Yeah, they'll be looking forward to it, and as you said, getting their first game under their belt.
Colquhoun Park, New Zealand. You're watching the 2026 Softball New Zealand. WBSC Under-18 Men's Oceania World Cup Qualifier. I'm Joe Carrizo, here for the on day 1, game 2, hosted by the Manawatū Softball Association. The visiting team, New Zealand, is on the first base dugout, and American Samoa, the home team, taking the field in the third base dugout. Introducing the visiting team to line up along the first base foul line. The shortstop, number 5, Kiheroa Landon Lane. The center fielder, number 3, Jackson Gerbies. The third base, number 1, Rico Ratu. The designated player, Ramana Kumaroa. The catcher, number 7, Cole McWilliams. The second base, number 16, Thomas Walbor. Right fielder, number 12, Bronson Harper. First base, number 8, Lucas Gibbons. Left fielder, number 6, Kadeen Kodaya. And the pitcher, number 23, Zach Adkins. Number 14, George Smith. Number 11, Tyrone Robinson. Number 21, Makara Kingy Hicks. Number 18, Shia Hodgetts. Number 10, Hunter Bailey. And number 9, Boston Allen. The coaches, Jason Kumaroa, Gene Lutton, and Isaac Fletcher. And that's your New Zealand Under-18 team. For American Samoa, the center fielder, number 1, Tautasi Savoa. Shortstop, number 8, Melvin Tuadella. The pitcher, number 4, Harry Fatu. Catcher, number 6, Calbrian O'Brien. Second base, number 5, Tapakia Tafona. First base, number 10, Remy Lawson. Third base, number 7, Sean Tasanoa. Right fielder, number 9, Matai Lawson. Left field, number 3, Bobby Ta. And the designated player, Logan Chen. Your scorers for today, and that's your American Samoa under-18 team. The coach, Cameron Collins. Your scorers for today, Lil Natana, Lynette Leathart, and Marie Byrne. Your umpires for today, Bryden Wells, Joel Grimes, Sam Meikle, and Heath Little. Those are your umpires for today's game and your scorers. Give them a big hand. Okay, and now for your national anthems. Okay, now the teams will shake hands.
No, my ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 2 here on Diamond 1 at Colquhoun Park for the 2026 Under-18 Men's WBSC Oceania Qualifier. Got an exciting game in Diamond 1 action here for you, American Samoa, taking on the Under-18 Black Sox here at Colquhoun Park. I'm Gary Rohihi for Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting. I'll be your play-by-play commentator in this one. Joining me is Quinton Cunningham. He's the te reo expert and softball expert, bringing you all the colour in this one. Welcome along, Quinton.
Kia ora, bro. Ai, ko Quinton Cunningham ahau, he uri o Taranaki, o ngā tika ngunu ki here taunga. E noho ana au ki te papai oia. No reira, tauti mai ki tēnei pāho mataora. Karawhiua.
Just take a quick break while we listen to the huckers from both teams. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's such a rousing sight to hear the huckers from both teams as we're about to get underway in this one. The American Samoa team in the third base dugout in their blue, red and grey uniform. Of course, the under-18 Black Sox in the first base dugout in their white uniform, getting ready to go in this one. We'll just quickly run you through the lineups. Beautiful day here in the Manawatū. 16 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, a gentle breeze. Of course, we've had one game already today. Australia took on American Samoa. American Samoa backing up in a double header. Australia made no race of that one. They came out victors in that one, 17-0. Against a team that really did learn a lot, I would think, out of that game, playing against a very, very classy Australian team. Quinton, I'd expect to see more of the same out of this game, with the Black Sox also being a highly regarded team in world softball.
Ai, tika tau, kua tatarite, te kapa o pango, kua ki, kua whakatakoto te mānuka, kua tau te ihi, kua tau te wehi, kua tau te wana, ko ai ka hua, ko ai ka tohu, aku nei tātou ka kite. Karawhiua.
Well, we're getting very close to a start in the ball game now. It is American Samoa that take the diamond out there in the defensive team. Offensively, the Black Sox about to take the under-18 Black Sox about to take the diamond as the batting team. We will quickly run you through their batting lineup. They're going to be led off by number 5, Kia Roa Landon Lane, followed up by Jackson Gerbies, Rico Ratu, Romana Kumiroa, Cole McWilliams, then Thomas Wildboar, Bronson Harper, Lucas Gibbons and Kaden Kodai. There you see it on the screen there. That is the under-18 Black Sox batting lineup. Defensively out there on right field for American Samoa, Matai Lawson, Totasi Savell at centre, Bobby Tarr at left, Melvin Tudela at shortstop. In the hot corner, Sean DeSeigneur at second base, Tapakia Tufono, Remy Lawson at first. Doing the pitching, Harry Fatu out there to Calvin O'Brien behind the dish. Well, we're about to get a start underway for this one. The first game against Australia was over in 3 innings. I don't know if that's going to happen again, but it looks like American Samoa have gone out there with the same starting pitcher, Harry Fatu. Fairly accomplished, but already the early signs that American Samoa, Quinton, not quite at the level needed to be to compete against, especially Australia.
Ai, ka tika rā tērā, American Samoa. It's a learning curve, not only for American Samoa Softball Association, but just for the Taiahi to get a good look at quality softball.
Oh, absolutely right. Here, about to have the first pitch. And straight away, kia ora, Landon Lane. Welcome to international softball at under 18 level. Hit by pitch and gets on to first base. Number 3, Jackson Gerbies, comes in the 2 spot for the under 18 Black Sox. Now, I've already mentioned it is an absolutely beautiful day here at Colquhoun Park. Is looking an absolute picture. International quality stadium. Of course, we all have already had a World Series at the stadium back in 2020, an under 20 World Series. As we see straight away, aggression.
Ai, kua timata pai, te kapa o Aotearoa, kua whanako, ai, kua whanako he pai, kua tērā, Kiharoa, kua whai whanako ia ki te pairua.
Landon Lane it is who steals to 2 on the first pitch. Jackson Gerbies comes in on the left side of the plate. Be looking to move the runner now from 2 to 3. Straight away, we see the steal is on, and it's a pass ball. He's coming all the way. He's very quick. And New Zealand, without getting back the ball, have already scored a run.
Paki atu ki tērā. Tere tana haere, mai te pairua, tainoa ki te pai kāinga.
Sensational running by Landon Lane out there. He really can motor. Oh, Jackson Gerby's job to restart the side now and get them going again in this one. Just a little bit of a nervy, wild start from Harry Fatu out there. He had a tempestuous, shall we say, welcome to international softball here in New Zealand, playing against Australia. The Australians really did show what they can do with the bat. Nice job by Gerbies as he earns the walk, heads down to first base. Rico Ratu it is who comes up in the 3 spot, hailing out of Canterbury with a last name that everybody should recognise in softball. Son of Stephen Ratu.
E whanako anō. Ka tai haumare atu ki te pai tuarua.
Jason Kumaroa, the coach for the under-23 Black Sox, is very aggressive. Takes a very aggressive line for his players. Already we're seeing that with the stealing, putting the American Samoa team infield, especially under pressure. And Gerbies it is, he's instigated the throwdown. And again, they're attacking Samoa through their base running.
Ai tika tērā, e hoki anō ki o kōrero. Jason Kumaroa been very aggressive with the base running. I think that's just softball New Zealand in general, isn't it?
It is, especially in the last few years. The coaching has gone to a level where they have focused on base running. It's happened at a lot of tournaments I've seen in the last few years. Really has taken a step up. And it's also in line with the fitness goals that you're seeing. A lot of these, at international level, these athletes are very fit.
I try to hit it over the fence so I don't have to run.
Yep, there'd be a few of us who would go that way, that's for sure. Nice pitch out there from Fatu.
Ka pai Fatu.
Well, we saw glimpses of what he can do. Unfortunately, he didn't see it enough in the first game. Definitely could be a picture of some capability. Just needs to possibly season or two in New Zealand and Australia are probably doing good. This one's hit high and hard. It's gone deep.
Kia
And it's
harurita
out of there.
whare. Ka pai.
Ratu hits a 2-run home shot. To take the lead for the Black Sox, under 18 Black Sox, 3-0 over American Samoa.
Ai, tētahi patu ko tērā. Ko Rico Ratu tērā. No Waitaha. No Ngāti Manawatū, no Ngāti Raukawa. Ai, pērā no ki tāna pāpā, eh? Just like his dad.
Yeah, I've seen Rats put a few out in his time. There we go. It was a familiar swing too that did it. All the way to over the centre field fence. Roman Akumiroa it is now, comes in the DP in the lineup and in the 4 spot. Certainly, if there were going to be any nerves from these under 18 young adults, I suppose you would call them these days, they haven't showed any signs of it yet. But as a shakedown exercise for both teams, just to find out what they can do and what they're going to bring. The big game really today is coming up at 6 o'clock. Australia taking on the under 18 Black Sox. Should be a very, very exciting game. But let's not forget, American Samoa travelled a long way to be here. They'll be benefiting from the experience they're gaining out there playing softball at this level. I would dare suggest that opposition at this level is something that they don't often get to see. This time it comes off the third base glove. It's gone down the third base line in fair territory. Kumiroa stands up at 2. Still none down here in the top of the first innings.
Ara no, kua kaha tana oma, kua tai mai te pai kāinga, tai atu ki te pai tuarua.
Number 7, Cole McWilliams into bat for the under 18 Black Sox now. None down here in the top of the first innings. An exciting start from the Black Sox. Here in this WBSC qualifier. Remembering 2 teams will go through to the next stage. Under 18 World Series in 2027. In Czechia, Czech Republic, long way to go. Beautiful trip for these young guys. I'm sure, you know, if they manage to do well and qualify, that they'll be looking forward to that trip.
Ki te kaupatu ko Cole McWilliams no Ngāti Manawatū, no Manukau. I have watched this fella closely through from the 19s to the Heartland tournament. Oh, look at that.
He's hit one straight out to centre field. That's going to score another run. And that really is a professional job with the bat by McWilliams to score that runner.
And that's the 4th throw of the ball game. Brings up the base number 16. Up the 12.
There we go, Thomas Wildboar up to bat. Familiar name on the softball landscape these days.
lost a pair of glasses down behind the backstop. We have them up here. Our commentators. A blue pair of
There you can see it there. First base ready to go. Beautiful day here at Colquhoun Park. Nice sprinkling of crowd around the ground to enjoy this international qualifier. His steal is on straight away. No easing off the gas pedal from the under 18 Black Sox. They're taking advantage of every opportunity to move runners. And really doesn't matter who your opposition is, Quinton. If you get used to moving bodies around bases, you're going to score runs. It doesn't matter who your opposition is.
Ai, tika tau.
This one's hit. That's down the throat of the right fielder. The
Right
tag
throw,
up is in.
Low to third. Nice move from the right fielder.
Pai te rā hopu.
Safe for third.
Wild ball did his job. He took it out to right field in a sacrifice fly to move that runner onto third base.
12, Bronson Harper.
That'll bring to bat number 12, Bronson Harper. Another lefty in the Black Sox lineup. That one up high from Fatu. He's got a left knee that looks to be heavily strapped. There was word from the first game that he might be carrying a little bit of an injury. So quite brave of him to still be out there.
Ai, mea nā koe.
Vastly experiencing coaching lineup out there for the under 18 Black Sox to tap into. Jason Kumaroa, Gene Lutton and Isaac Fletcher. Certainly a wealth of experience amongst those three coaches. Of course, here in New Zealand, we're right at the very end of our season. In fact, the season officially has finished. This qualifier comes a week or two after the last games have been played and championships decided. So nice to see the weather has remained from summer. Of course, now we're in autumn officially.
Third, one down.
And Harper it is who picked the walk to go down to first base. The runner 60 feet away from home at third base. Runners on the corners. Lucas Gibbons, number 3, comes into bat. Number 8, sorry. That's my penmanship. Managed to make an 8 look like a 3. Of course, that's Jackson Gerby's number. Loading up the bases now on the hit pitch. Kadeen Kodire out there. Comes in the 9 spot for the Black Sox under 18 lineup. But one thing you can guarantee at this level of softball, even in age grade, is they will bat 1 to 9.
Ai.
Bases loaded, one down.
Watches that one go low and inside for a ball. Pressure right on American Samoa once again. 2 balls, no strikes with the bases loaded here in the top of the first. Black Sox through to the bottom of their order. Kodai showing a lot of patience out there.
Ai, tērā te tei mea nui o ngā kaipatu o Aotearoa. New Zealand's just taking their time, seeing pitches. There's obviously a ball full.
The run does score. It would have walked in anyway, but he came in at a great rate of knots. And situation still is a loaded bags. The score goes out to a 5-0. 1 down in the ball game in the top of the first innings. Back to the top of the innings, back to the top of the order. Kia ora, Landon Lane back out there. Got us started off the first pitch, which was a hit pitch. So he'll be looking to get some bat on ball. Get that feel of hitting the ball in an international. Tailor-made for softball like you, Quinton. You just said you like to hit it over the fence and not run.
Yeah. Or run slowly.
Watches that one go inside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Of course, the facility here in Manawatū been maintained to a real high standard over a number of years now by this first-class ground crew here at Manawatū, all volunteers.
Ai, e tika ana me mihi ki ngā hāpai o Miri, Manawatū Softball Association, ngā whānau, ngā reke o Manawatū, e tauti mai ki te āwhina ki tēnei kaupapa.
There we see another run come in. This time it is Bronson Harper. Crosses the plate.
We've got celebrities in the crowd. Danny Perini, wave your hand. Celebrities with the sunglasses on.
Don't get him on the mic though. There we go, just a little bit of conference out there for the American Samoans. Not a bad time to have a korero out there.
Ai, tērā pēr he kōrero ana, me tau te mauri o te kaiepa, kua poke ana mahi. Tērā pēr he kōrero ana te kaihopu, kia tūtana kauai, me haere tonu ngā mahi. Just a catcher, eh? Just going out to talk to his pitching mate. Just tell him to keep his head up.
Keep his head up, just got to keep working. There's not
100%.
much more you can do out there other than that. Try and hit your spots. Get the ball low in the zone. Try and get some ground balls going. Give your infield time to chance to back you up. That's why we're a team sport. This time it's another pass ball that's going to leak in another run. Another 2 runs.
Titiro ki tērā.
Unlucky from Samoa, just can't hold on to that ball.
I whai putanga atu American Samoa, ke tētahi kaioma.
Jackson Gerby stays in there batting. New Zealand have cleared the decks out there. 8-0, 1 down, top of first. 2 down. This one hit hard by Gerbies. It is in the diamond. It's gone all the way out to the fence, and Gerbies is fast. Heads around for a stand-up triple.
Wau ana, hika mā, Jackson Kirby's. Gee, he's really fast around those bases.
Yeah, I dare say he's not the only one in that under-23 team. A clean set of heels. Stand-up triple. He drove one down the first base line, all the way out to the fence. Two down, top of the first. Fatu continues to work out there. It's a bit of a thankless task when this is happening.
Me ko ke whakamua tonu a Fatu.
Ratu, of course, launched one over the centre field fence in his first at bat for an automatic home run. It was a double. And Ratu's launched one high towards the centre field fence again.
Hika mā. Kia haruru te
And
whare.
there we go, Ratu, second automatic. This one a moonshot. Same result over the centre field fence.
Wawau ana e hika mā. Rico Ratu. O Ngāti
And
Manawatū,
Ratu's launched one
Ngāti
high
Raukawa.
towards the centre field fence again. There we go, Rico Ratu getting himself on the highlight run. Back-to-back home runs in one innings. Takes the score now out to 10-0. Still in the top of the first innings. Say it ain't so, Joe Fariso, entertaining the crowd on the ground announcer's mic. Loving to hear that. If you want to hear that and more like it, come on down here to Colquhoun Ballpark.
Ai. Tauti mai rā ki tēnei papatakoro o tātou o Colquhoun Ballpark.
We don't just provide you with top quality softball.
Ai.
We get you a ground announcer who's a party all on his own.
He kai hoki ki raro nei, kei te canteen rā. Nō reira e te whānau, e te hunga mātaki. Tauti mai ki Colquhoun Ballpark.
Yep, the canteen is doing a fantastic job of keeping the crowd fed out there today. The burgers are to die for. Done a fantastic job. Cole McWilliams it is to bat in for the under-18 Black Sox. Runner at one will be Romana Kumiroa. Batters are well and comfortably into their second turn at bat. There's a nice pitch from Fatu. There have been few and far between for him, but if he was able to throw more like that, he'd certainly stem some of this run rate that the Black Sox have enjoyed.
Ai, te rapea me hoki atu a Fatu ki tāna pūkoro o muri, me koiri. Just show a mix of pace, maybe.
It's interesting because every so often he fires one through that just that seems to be the quality needed.
Yeah.
But he just can't consistently maintain that level. And that probably just speaks to the amount of work that he probably needs to do off the diamond.
Tika. Well, me koke a ngā mahi a Fatu.
There's another nice pitch. This time he gets the job done. And there we go. The pain ends for the first innings. And it is the New Zealand Black Sox who helped themselves to 10 runs as we go into a break to find out what American and Samoa can do in reply. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. We are into the bottom of the first innings. Seems like it's taken a while, and it certainly has, to the tune of 10 runs. It is the under-18 Junior Black Sox who are enjoying the lead. There we go. The batting lineup for the American Samoans. Tautasi Salval leads off, followed by Melvin Tudela, Harry Tatu, Colquhoun O'Brien, Tāpeka Tufono, Remy Lawson, Sean DeSenior, Matai Lawson and Bobby Tar rounds out the batting order for American Samoa. Defensively for the Black Sox at right field, Bronson Harper. Jackson Gerby's at centre, Kaden Kodry at left. Kiaroa Landon Lane at shortstop. In the hot corner, the home run hitter Rico Ratu. Lucius Gibbons at first, doing the pitching. Zach Atkins to Cole McWilliams behind the dish. Well, of course, we've seen what the under-18 Black Sox can do, Quinton.
Aye.
Let's see what they do in defence here.
Aye. E mea ana, ko tēnei te wātua tai o tēnei kaipatu, o American Samoa ki tēnei kemu. I whai wāhi atu ki tētahi patu, i te kemu tuatahi. Oh.
There we go, the bunt's dropped down. He's got a good fast run on him, but there's a nice job out there by the third baseman, Rico Ratu. Can't keep that man out of the ball game as he picks that one up, fires it across the diamond for the first out.
It brings up the shortstop, number 8, Melvin Tudela.
Melvin Tudela comes into bat now. That was a nice bunt by the leadoff hitter, though.
Aye.
Zach Atkins doing the pitching out there for the under-18 Junior Black Sox. Seems to me like he's already about 25 out there, but sporting a full beard for one of the under-18 team. But definitely seems to be a picture of pep with power.
Te rāpea e whai ana I tana tetai ona kai whakahaere. Just like his coach over there with the nice beard.
Yeah, the pitching
Probably
coach.
see the same barber.
Here we go, Atkins called the legal pitch from the home plate umpire. Bryden Wells is doing the plate out there today. Isaac Fletcher just comes out to clarify it so he can tell his young athlete what not to do. Just while we've got a minute out there, I'll just quickly run you through the other team out there, the team in blue. Bryden Wells behind the dish. Out at first base is Joel Grimes. Sam Meikle at second. Patrolling at third base is Heath Little. There we go. We do have and scorer Lynette Lethard. We do have guest umpires here from Australia. Lovely to see them here. Here we go, and it's a strike out for Zach Atkins. Now, I haven't seen a lot of young Zach, but definitely seems to be a picture of a lot of power, with a lot of power.
Kei te kimi ia I ana kokonga. He's just finding his corners. I see in the outside corner with a drop ball.
Nice cut from Harry Tatu, the pitcher for American Samoa, coming into bat now. Foul tips that one back for strike one. Adkins pitching to McWilliams. Seems to be a very capable battery out there.
Ai, tika, kua tū e nei tokorua ki te Heartlands. They've both played at the Heartlands Men's Championship. I understand that Zach Atkins has also played in the Australian Provincial Champs this year.
There we go, back-to-back strikeouts for Atkins to end the first innings. There we go, that is one complete, and that went by pretty quickly for the New Zealand defence. 10-0, New Zealand lead after one. We'll be back with more action in just a minute.
opportunity that we can't pass on.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2026 WBSC Under-18 Men's Oceania Qualifier. That is a lot to say in one sentence as we head off here into the second innings. America Samoa, it is, taking on the Under-18 Black Sox here in Game 2 on Diamond 1 for this qualifier. It is a try series with Australia also here. Australia, of course, opened the qualifier with a 17-0 a win over American Samoa, and it just showed us how formidable they are in whatever age grade you or open grade you come up against Australia these days. As we see Tatu, it's another hit pitch. This time it's number 16, Thomas Wildboar, heads down to first base on the hit pitch. Probably with most of the batters already seeing 2 at bats, maybe we'll start seeing some input from the bench at some stage soon.
Ai tika tau, kua kite, kua rongo hoki I ngā whiu o te kaiepa. The batters, should have their eyes open now.
Interesting, Q and I were just talking off air that most of the under-18 Black Sox team have had plenty of experience at levels of senior, Premier Club, Heartland Championship and of course NFC, as well as their age grade reps. So very experienced at a very young age, most of these young lads.
Ai, e tai ana te kite I era momo pukenga o era whataarangi o te poiuka. You can clearly see that these young men have skills, all because they play men's softball.
Yeah. Yep, they get to experience the game at a higher level than what they're used to in their age grades. Obviously, it is doing well for them, but the other thing that's standing out to me already, and also goes for Australia, is the development that obviously has been put into these and the investment in time and coaching that's been put into these lads, because they're all looking like very well organised, very well coached players. There we see it's Wildboar that heads over to 2 on the passed ball. Bronson Harper it is. Bats left.
Bronson Harper, no Waitaha, he is from Canterbury, has played in the under-17s, under-19s. Oh, sorry, that was Jackson Kirby's. Oh no, under-17s, under-19s and the Men's Open Club Nationals.
There you go, another experienced lad from Christchurch this time. Canterbury, of course, won the under-17 Nationals this year, an extremely tight affair, where they ran out winners 1-0 over Hutt Valley. And what was a pitcher-dominated ball game, which for a purist like myself, I do love to see. I know hitting is fun for entertaining the crowd. Nothing I like more than watching a pitcher-dominated affair where batters struggle to hit the ball. This one's driven hard into the deck. Runners on the corners for the under 18 Black Sox. Lucas Gibbons up to bat now, looking to impact the scoreboard further. Of course, the run ahead rule does come into effect. It is already in effect at 10-0. That means unless American Samoa can score a run, it won't go past 4. If New Zealand can get that score up to 15, it won't go past 3. But of course, these pitches brought to you by Beyond the Dugout, going out live on a Whakaata Māori. What a wonderful platform it is for us to be on there, bringing these pitches not just to here in New Zealand, but to viewers from around the world. Welcome to you guys.
Ai, e mihi ana ki ngā whenua, American Samoa, ki o tātou whanaunga, ki ei te reiria. Kei ngā iwi take o reira. Just a big mihi and a warm welcome to our American Samoan viewers, our friendly friends over in Australia, and obviously our Indigenous brothers and sisters too over in Australia. E mihi ana.
Yeah, of course, all the families and fans of softball in American Samoa will be tuning into this, so welcome to all of you guys. I know it doesn't look like it because these guys are definitely on a learning curve out there, shall we say. But these young athletes are trying to represent you guys to the best of their ability. They've got their heads up and they're trying their hardest.
All right. Tata tērā e pā.
Bases loaded.
Loaded bases once again is becoming a familiar sight out there. We're in the second inning, top of the second. Lucas Gibbons it is who walked down to 1. We're down at the bottom of the order. Katie and Kodai are out there. And once again, it is the New Zealanders who are looking to impact the scoreboard and score some more runs. This one over the top, the ball goes past. It's a friendly bounce for the catcher.
Te rape ai maumahara te kaihopu, he kai oma ki te pai tuatoru. Just seeing the catcher must have remembered there's a runner at third base.
A runner at third base as he was eyeing up second base there. Bronson Harper it was who went all the way to midway between second and third in his backup. Probably for that reason, to see if he could tempt a throw. This one high in the zone. Looked like a pretty good pitch. Bryden Wells wasn't tempted to call that a strike. Must have balk on the pitch, did he? As the base is awarded to the batter, therefore the run is awarded to New Zealand. As all runners advance by 1 base. It's hard to know what the first base umpire called there was Joel Grimes. Probably a balk on the pitch by Harry Fatu. Obviously that automatically becomes a ball on the batter. There's a nice pitch. Like I said before, every so often he just fires one through that if he did it regularly, didn't matter how good you are, you'd find it hard to hit regularly.
Yeah, mea ana koe. He's just, he throws that one odd pitch.
Yeah.
It's either right down Main Street.
Just gives you a glimpse of the talent he probably does have, you know, and we do see, there's another one right there, and that didn't miss by much.
Tera, Tata, he epa o rite ki tera mea tuatai. I just reckon he may have hit the same spot.
Yeah, well,
pitch.
it was close, but of course, the guy with the best view is Bryden Wells, and I'll always back our blue. Nice hit, nice catch. There we go. Was that the double? Yes, it was. Fantastic play by American Samoa. So the out was taken off the bat, as well as at first base, which means we still have runners at 2 and 3, but now with 2 down in the blink of an eye. Nice work by American Samoa. Just goes back to my point about getting the ball low and on the ground. If you give your infield a chance to do something, and they back you up.
Aye, e tika tau. Just letting the batters put the ball in play. Obviously, your defence can back you up.
This one goes behind. He's not going to stop the runner this time. And it is Bronson Harper who crosses home plate once again to increase the score to 12-0.
Rira ana ngā kai o mau Aotearoa. New Zealand being aggressive once again on base.
That's the challenge, though. I mean, they're not necessarily finding it hard out there, but the challenge is to maintain your standards.
100%.
Ball gets away now.
Yep, need a roof on that bullpen down there. As you see George Smith just firing one over the top during his warm-up. Talented young pitcher from Canterbury in the bullpen down there warming up for New Zealand. He might get his turn very shortly. Jackson Gerby's left nothing in the fuel tank on that swing. I think that bat almost did a 920. It almost ran around twice. This time he's hit it hard. It's gone high into a shallow field, and he has benefited from it landing in the middle of nowhere. Earns himself a second stand-up hit. The first one down, and you couldn't have two in absolutely contrasting style. The first one down the first baseline all the way to the net, the second one down the third baseline. A moonshot into shallow centre, into shallow outfield.
Ai, ki te ana ngā patu o Jackson Gerby's. Kua tai atu ki te Kairohe matau, right field. Tōna patu tua rua, kua tai atu ki te Maui. O te whira.
Rico Ratu comes up, and all he's going to need is something through the middle the way he's swinging the bat. Jackson Gerby's out there at second base. Of course, the runner did score. That was that third. So the score now, here in the top of the second innings, the under-18 New Zealand Black Sox 13, American Samoa 0. I do believe he's timing out on the clock, 20-second clock.
Another dead ball.
Yeah, of course, this time he does get a ball on him, but he is not in trouble with 3 balls. definitely, and the way Rico's been hitting, definitely in his interest to not get hit by the ball.
Ai.
As he gets out of the way of that one.
Ai ko tāna, he whai ana I te epa pai ana mana. Just waiting for his pitch. Obviously moving out of the way. I can guess he's waiting for the next pitch.
Yep.
Which I reckon will be it right now. Oh.
This time he gets the dead ball, and it is, I believe, the 22nd clock that's counting down.
Ai, tērā pia kaore ai te mōhio ne. Maybe he doesn't know that there's actually a shot clock.
Shot clock?
Pitch clock.
Yeah. Well, every time I look up when he says dead ball, the clock on the outfield fence that we can see, he says 0. So he needs to let go of that pitch inside that 20-second countdown, ladies and gentlemen. I think you can probably see it on your cameras at times. There's one facing the pitcher, so he can see it. There's one out on the outfield looking at the umpire at home plate can see it. And the way our cameras, but there it is there over the shoulder of the umpire. You can see it's counting down. 14, 13, 12. Oh. This time it's a hard shot out to centre field through the 5-6 hole. The one-handed scoop fails. 1 run comes in to score. 2 runs come in to score.
E wawau ana te ira, ngā kai o mau Aotearoa. E rira ana haere. E kimi ana I tērā pai anō. Just the juniors, obviously always looking for the extra base.
Yeah, that is a good habit to get into. Turn a double into a triple and a single into a double. Most of them, or all of them that I can see so far, have got speed to burn.
Aye.
And Romana Kumiroa it is, who is around to third base now, which means that in the bat you've got number 7, Cole McWilliams. The catcher. $15-0. There's the magic number for the run ahead rule to come into effect for the third inning. Two down it is. But again, the New Zealanders looking to go through their order. This one's launched high in the air. It could come down anywhere. It's a heck of a catch out there by the centre fielder. Fantastic job for the third out. And unlucky Cole McWilliams has become the third out twice in a row in a score that is 15-0 in 2 innings. We'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Will you join us at Colquhoun Park in Palmerston North, nestled in the heart of the beautiful Manawatū region here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. It is the Under-18 WBSC Oceania Qualifier. Here on Diamond 1, we have New Zealand taking on American Samoa. New Zealand making no run of this ball game. We're in the bottom of the second innings, and it is a 15-0. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right. It is 15-0 to New Zealand, who have shown that they are all business out there, as they've taken advantage of every opportunity to move their runners around the bases. It is number 6, Colquhoun O'Brien, up to bat here in the bottom of the second innings for American Samoa.
Ai e mea ana koe, me whai oma, kai oma American Samoa, kia noho tonu ki tēnei kēmu. American Samoa have to find runners to stay within the mercy rule.
Yes, of course, ladies and gentlemen, the run ahead rule will be in effect for them when they come back to bat in the third innings. 3 innings to constitute a ball game, so that is the minimum we have to go through. Colquhoun O'Brien, the first of the American Samoan athletes to come in and face this impressive Zach Atkins out on the hill for the Under-18 New Zealand team. Throws a ton. Nice to see some real gas on the man out there for a New Zealand team. Becoming more and more of a feature of the landscape, as we see a third strikeout in a row for Atkins for the first out here in the bottom of the second innings. That'll bring to bat number 5, Tāpeka Tūwhono.
Ai whai atu tana epa, ki tērā kokonga o waho. Zach has found the outside corner.
Yeah, very accurate. He's varying his spots and hitting them.
Rā tētai epa anō, kei tērā kokonga o waho.
But it is something we're beginning to see more and more as the development has focused on pitching in this country. Liam Potts obviously is as an example of that. Of course, the International Softballer of the Year over at the Under-23s playing right now. So definitely a product of the development here in Aotearoa. Back-to-back strikeouts for Atkins.
Ai, kua kimi a Zach I ana I tāna rere. Zach has found his flow. It's obvious, you can see he's got the flow, he's got his corners, he's got his spots.
We talked about it, the ability to step out there and put the quality on the diamond, despite what for them is proving to be not strong opposition. No disrespect to the American Samoa, but 15-0 would tell you that in 2 innings. But also, of course, the battery seems to be very well organised as well. Zach Atkins and Cole McWilliams together. And that pitch on the outside of the plate, which is where he seems to be living.
Aye.
Just unhittable for the American Samoan boys at this stage of the game. You're going to need some form of a miracle. And there we go. Pulls the strings on that one for 3 straight strikeouts. And by my reckoning, that's 5 strikeouts out of 6 batters for Zach Atkins. He goes back to have a rest after not too much work. And a no score impacting the scoreboard. 15-0 to New Zealand over American Samoa. We'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute.
Hey, Stefano, look who's in the house.
From the park to the city, stories told our way. Quick scroll, one tap. Ka mau, kua uru mai koe.
Hey, I don't know, koe.
Tō mātou reo.
Kia au te manawarere, kia au.
Tō mātou puku hohe.
So what up, equine emojis there, my
Tō mātou tirohanga. Stream it, cast it, carry it with you. Download Māori Plus on your devices.
Food is your medicine. If you really want good health, know where your food's coming from.
We wanted our children to grow up in the wilderness. The world needs kids like that.
Māori have always understood the best way to live on this harsh land.
We can hold on to our tikaka, our practices, our traditions, and bring them into this day and age.
No mai haere mai, ladies and gentlemen. Well, welcome back to Colquhoun Park, where we've got American Samoa taking on the New Zealand Black Sox. Under 18, it is the WBSC qualifier on a magnificent day here at Colquhoun Park, and it is the Black Sox who are making no race of it, 15-0. They enjoy the lead over American Samoa. Not really too much more we can say about the game as it happens, as it stands so far. Totally dominated by the under 18 Black Sox team.
Ki ngā hoa o Ahitareiria. Obviously had the ANZAC game at 6 o'clock tonight. That one I can't wait for.
Absolutely looking forward to that one, an ANZAC game between our Trans-Tasman neighbours Australia and New Zealand on ANZAC Day here in New Zealand and Australia, and we've had the commemorations during the opening ceremony, and we will always remember the sacrifice that our soldiers in years gone by and in the past have made. That enables us to enjoy the lifestyle that we lead today, and we'll be forever thankful for that, and all of us should not forget it.
Ai, e tika rā, kia mai mahara tonu tātou ki a rātou. Te ope Māori, rua tikau māwaru, the Māori Battalion. And obviously our tipuna who fought for our country.
Obviously both here and in Australia, and that game is going to be something else from what I've seen of both of those teams. They seem to be very strong on the hill and also with their batting.
Aye.
So usually no love lost between any Trans-Tasman teams in whatever code you have. So looking forward to that one. Mates off the diamond, but definitely she's all out competition while they're on the diamond.
Ai, e ki te ana ngā pukinga o rite o Aotearoa o Ahitareiria anō hoki. You can see the skill levels of both teams through the games I've just watched this morning.
Yeah.
Obviously, Australia having Faber on the mound this morning. Also him hitting 2-shot home runs.
Yeah, that's right.
And pitching.
Pitches. A fine couple of innings before being replaced, but and also 2 home runs. So I don't know if he'll feature in the game against New Zealand. I imagine they'll both change their lineups a little bit, but we'll see what that happens. That's up to the coaches. Absolutely looking forward to it though. I think this whole day's been kind of building towards that clash.
E tika ana me, ai me, tatari ki te rā kemu.
We also have, ladies and gentlemen, another diamond in action here at Colquhoun Park as we see Harper gets the walk. New Zealand already with runners at 2 and 1. The other diamond, of course, hosting the development teams from here in New Zealand, playing against each other, under 15 rookie Sox teams. So it is nice to see them there, soaking up the atmosphere of their older team and the team they probably aspire to be in a year or so, or a year or two. they can all look over onto Diamond 1 and say, in a couple of years I'll be there, if they do the hard mahi.
E te kāna ko te whāinga, kia tū ki tēnei whatarangi. It's clear that they are aiming for this system, the under 18s through to the under 23s, and obviously to the men's softball juniors is growing here in New Zealand.
Yeah,
and I can't wait for the future.
Well, I mean, we're a sport, Q, in the last decade or even more, it would be fair to say, that has been declining in numbers. It's sad to say that, but obviously we were never, as a sport, going to roll over and let it happen. So it's wonderful to see the level some of these young athletes are achieving, and gives heart to someone like myself who's been involved in the game for many, many years, about the future of the sport is starting to look healthy again.
E tika ana, ko ngā whānau e whakatīnana i tēnei hākina o tātou. It's obviously it's a family game, isn't it?
Yeah, we're a whānau-based sport. Yeah,
100%. Obviously you got te whānau mākia, te whānau rona, te whānau ratu, rā Rico, e tūana ki tēnei whatarangi. It definitely is a family game, and without the families,
it's the one.
Titiro kia Jackson Gerbies me Chopper. Hey, look at Jackson and Chopper.
Yep.
Chopper's been around the game long enough, and look at his son.
Yep, of course, you know, the other members of the family. He's got another son playing over in Western Australia, and of course his daughter doing well and coming through the grades as well. Heading away to the Canada Cup. Madison Gerbies, good luck for that one. But don't think that that's ruled by that. If any of you youngsters out there want to come on down to the park and play softball, we welcome everybody. You never know where we're going to find the next Marty Grant or Brad Rona or Thomas Markier or Donnie Hale. Could come from anywhere.
Te Campbell Ngarimu ano. Another Campbell Ngarimu.
Yep. Very competitive young man in his day as well.
Rira ana tonu. Being aggressive on the bases once again.
And we talked about it earlier, the ability just to not let those standards drop, and it is still the under 18 New Zealanders who are taking advantage of every opportunity to score runs and to advance runners around the bases. They're going to need that softball nous when they come up against harder opposition. So this is where you put it into practice.
Ko tērā te mea nui, kia noho e rā momo tuāhuatanga ki ngā kēmu taumaha. Obviously standards should stay at their level once coming up against Australia later on tonight.
Yeah, it's interesting. They're well into their third turn through at bat, and I just wondered if Jason Kumaro would have liked to have just start emptying the dugout a little bit and giving some of the other guys in there a swing of the bat just to give them a taste. We might see that out there at the moment. I see the on-deck batter. Number 21, Mikaela Kingi Hicks, getting ready to come in and have his turn. He's going to get it. It is Kodai who earns a walk and heads down to a first base to load the bases up once again for the under 18 Black Sox. The first pinch hitter comes in for Kia Roa Landon Lane. It is number 21, Mikaela Kingi Hicks.
Alright, no manu kau tēnei. He whakapapa no...
And this guy is a unit. Another 25-year-old looking 16-year-old.
Tōringa tamariki.
Yeah.
3 kids.
What are you feeding these kids out there, parents? Absolutely fantastic to see. I've seen Kingi Hicks come through a number of the age grades. Very, very talented young softballer.
He Kaiepa hoki, he's a pitcher, also a DP.
Sees the first pitch go through for a strike, and it is Harry Fatu and his catcher, Calvin O'Brien, who continue to work out there. Let's not forget the other team out there on the diamond. They're still working. They're spending a lot of time out on the diamond here in New Zealand, after coming a long way from the other side of the Pacific.
Ai, kua tau te pōkaikaha ki tēnei kaiepa o Fatu. You can tell that he's got a lot on his shoulders right now.
Yeah. Here we go. The runner from three scampers across and scores. Once again, it is Bronson Harper this time. Crosses home plate for the third time.
Ai, engari ko te mea nui kia whakapono ia ki ona kai feeder. The big thing is, you know, putting a bit of faith in your fielders to field the ball.
Yeah.
Getting out.
Yeah, we've mentioned that, as you're absolutely right, Q. 100%. Kingy Hicks out there doing a good job of being patient. Waiting for that, and he has a big old hard cut at that one. Nice pitch for a strike, and that was that location we were talking about. You can pitch a few of those, keep it low in the zone. That one didn't miss by much on the outside of the plate.
Me ana koe, me noho ia ki tērā wāhanga o te pai. He just needs to stay in that little square of his.
Yep.
Don't need to mix anything up, just stay. There you are.
This time it's King Hicks that hits that one. There's no one at first. It's the pitcher that eventually gets there. Nice out. And King Hicks becomes the first out here in the top of the third innings. And straight away there's another hitter comes in, pinch hitter off the bench, number 11, Tyrone Robinson. Another one of the plethora of pitches.
Ai, karanga mai ki tēnei iti o Paraurangi. No Ngāti Parau. E tākoro ana ia ki te awa Kairangi. He is from the Hutt Valley.
St. Bernard's College. Was I right, that one? St. Bernard's, yep. Sure they won the secondary schools this year, did they? Tyrone. Yeah, that's right. Top pitcher, top batter, and MVP. Secondary schools recently, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
so no wonder. Well, no way. He has been a feature of the landscape. Of course, spent a bit of time playing for Colquhoun Park, the home club of our very own Damien Collins. Very Colquhoun Park proud.
Oh, katai te rongo ia Neni Tina.
And it is Robinson that picks the walk out there. Here comes Jason Kumaroa once again. And we did talk about it. And runners on the corners for New Zealand is 18-0. It's hard to keep up with the little squares I'm colouring in on my paperwork. But that would have brought to bat the double home run hitter Rico Ratu, but we've got another pinch hitter in number 18, Shire Hodgetts, who will come in to bat.
Shire Hodgetts anō, heuri o Ngāti Porou, o Te Awa Kairangi anō hoki.
And as we mentioned, it wasn't long in coming after we talked about it. Had the crystal ball out. We knew that Jason was probably going to look to his bench and start giving all the boys a taste of international softball. Give them a swing of the bat. You never know if they might be needed against Australia. The big game coming up at 6 o'clock tonight.
Aye. Kia maunga whatu. Get their iron before the big game.
The lights will be on. The ground will be a picture, absolute picture when the lights are on here. Great venue to have night softball at. We've got the big screen there facing all the audience in the main stand. Really adds to the whole vibe of the whole ground.
Aye. Mena kei te papai o ia koe, tatu mai rā ki Colquhoun Park. Mauria mai tōhua, mātaki te tonga o te rā. Bring a friend, watch the sunset. Oh.
Dare I say, bring a picnic.
Bring a picnic. Ai, ara mai ki Colquhoun Park, mātaki te tonga o te rā. Watch the nice sunset here.
And dare I say it, and I don't dare say it because I know what you're going to get between Australia and New Zealand. You're going to get a world-class game between two very high-performing softball teams. Both of them will have their eye on the prize in 2027. And of course that prize will be the bragging rights of calling themselves the world champions. Over in Europe, Czechia will be hosting that World Series. This time it's popped gently out to second base by Hodgetts. Not too much to challenge the second base there. We did say that get the infield involved, so that's exactly what's happened. And yet another pinch hitter in number 10, Hunter Bailey. Fairly easy to keep up on my list because he's bringing them on in order. Oh. The way they were written on the team sheet.
Karanga mai kia Ngāpuhi. He kaitakaro no.
And based on the team sheet, the only one who hasn't been on the diamond yet is Boston L.
Tarea te wā. We'll soon see if Boston does get on.
18-0, 2 down here in the top of the third.
Ai, e taia te kite kei te pauaka Boston e tatarai ana. You can see that Boston.
It is indeed. Boston in the batter circle waiting to go. Hopefully he gets a turn. A lot of that will rest on Harry Fatu and, of course, the batter in there at the moment, Hunter Bailey. High in the zone, and Fatu continues to roll that arm over.
Ai rongo ana ia mai ia pō kaikaha. You can feel that he's feeling the heat. It's only him in pitching.
He will definitely have earned his rest tonight. Dare I say it, a little bit of work from the physio. A shower and a rather large kai. Fuel him up for tomorrow. Because he definitely has earned it. Fires one on the inside. And it is Boston Allen's turn to come up.
Ai, he raurua no tēnei o Ngāpuhi. E tākaro mō Akarana. So he's from Ngāpuhi, whakapapa was back to Ngāpuhi. And also plays in the Auckland Association softball up there.
Two down it is. American Samoa will be desperate for this last out. Desperate for the last out. Boston Allen will be hoping he puts a good swing on. There we go, that's the challenge. American Samoa want the out. Boston Allen wants to hit the ball. Loaded bases for New Zealand. 18-0. We're still only in the top of the third innings.
Ai, kua karanga hia, ngā kaiwhakahaere o American Samoa. Kia pana te pātene, the coaches come out and just press the restart button. Obviously they only need one more out.
One more out, and to their credit, they're still bouncing around out there, and there's still some smiles going on out there. So important at this age for them all to be enjoying themselves. There he goes, a nice hit. One swing of the bat. Boston Allen announces himself to the international stage with a stand-up double and 2 RBIs.
Ka tei ko te whiu ko tērā. Mai te kairohe o Wainga. What a throw that was from centre field. Making it all the way over to left field. To throw all the way home. One bounce.
Nice. Good to see that when you do get the fielders involved, they do have some talent out there on the diamond. 20-0. 2 more have scored. I'm too scared to add up my little coloured boxes on my sheet just in case they don't equal 20. Remembering, of course, that I missed an out in the first innings, I actually just counted 21. So I am accurate up to a point. There we go, into bat now. It is Thomas Wildboar. It's been a while since we've seen a batter that was actually had his name in the original order, as New Zealand have emptied the dugout and given everybody a taste out there. We see this one go past. It's a kind bounce. It's another walk. As we see Wildboar head down to first base on the walk. He will get replaced by number 12, Bronson Harper. Continues to be a stunning day, one of the real autumn days that you can get here in the beautiful Manawatū.
Ai, mea ana koe. Kua puta mai a tamanu I te rā, aha koa, I te ua mo te nuinga o te wiki. It was raining most of the week down here.
It's good, yeah, according to the councillor we had there before, that doesn't happen here in Palmerston.
Oh.
He said always beautiful all the time. And it is going to be a pitching replacement. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we should say that American Samoa have been very light on resources and have not actually. Yep, we will take a break while this pitcher warms up. This break brought to you by Beyond the Dugout. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hey, Stefano, look who's in the house.
From the park to the city, from up the coast to down south, stories told our way.
How can you not be amped about that?
Sharp as a tack, deep as an ocean. Ahakoa kei hea koe, kei reira a Māori Plus.
Hey, tēnā koe.
Quick scroll, one tap, ka mau kua uru mai koe. Pause it, rewind it, play that part again, turn it up. This is Māori Plus.
Get ready with me.
Tō mātou reo.
Kia te manoa rere, kia au.
Tō mātou puku hohe.
So what up? Eggplant emojis there, matua.
Ooh, aroha mai, babe. Tō mātou tiroha. Watch it when it suits you, how it suits you.
What? I know.
Stream it, cast it, carry it with you. Download Māori Plus on your devices.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. We're in the 2026 WBSC Oceania Qualifier. It is Western Samoa who have been so far put to the sword by the under-18 New Zealand Black Sox here at Colquhoun Park in Palmerston North. Diamond 1 action it is. I'm Gary Rohihi will be on the dugout. It's been a while since we've been able to mention that. Quinton Cunningham joining me in his expertise in te reo and softball, of course. And we are probably just going to see a change of picture out there for Western Samoa. I have not got a jumper number yet, but 5, 6, 7. Number 7. And he's come from the Diamond. Sean Dusaigneur. Sounds like a French name. Sean Dusaigneur. But there we should mention that young Harry Fatu was probably, or is, as far as we're aware, the only pitcher that American Samoa were able to bring. So what you're about to see, unfortunately for them, is a guy who very much will be learning on the job. So everybody would like to get behind him and wish him all the best up against a fully loaded and operating New Zealand under-23 side, under-18 side. Q, so do not envy him one bit, mate. And straight away, we've seen New Zealand given out, as we talked about also off air. And he only had to pitch to the tune of 1 pitch. So New Zealand do go into the break, 20-0 up. We're heading towards the bottom of the 3rd innings with 3 out needed for the ball game. We'll be back again in just a minute. Well, no mai haere mai, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this qualifier here at Colquhoun Park, where New Zealand Black Sox just helped, we'll call it helped Western Samoa out a little bit in that last inning. After having scored 20 runs in 2 innings, in 3 innings, they just managed to manufacture an out to end the inning there and allow Western Samoa to end their pain out there in the diamond and give them a bat here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. New Zealand have also made a pitching change, brought on from Canterbury, number 14, George Smith. Of course, the winning pitcher at the recent under-17 national tournament in Rest Hills in Hamilton. And what was a very torrid and tight affair, 1-0. They took that tournament out, so George Smith coming onto the mound.
E whakātua nā te kapa tōkena pango. I te humari e, I te noho whakaiti. They're just showing humility, showing good sportsmanship, as we do as New Zealanders.
Nice swing of the bat. It'll be the replacement 1-pitch pitcher, Dusaigneur, who is into bat right now. And has a hard cut at the first pitch from George Smith. And that one's also come off hard off the bat.
Kātai ko te tei hapa ko tērā. What a foul ball that was. If only you could put that into play.
Yeah. Well, after 5 strikeouts in a row, from Zach Adkins. To hear the crack of the bat from someone in a blue uniform, very pleasing to see.
Tata. Very close to that pitch.
Just missed on the inside, according to umpire Wells, behind the dish. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Here on young Sean Du Senior from American Samoa. Throws one through the zone for a strike. First out. And a strikeout for George Smith. Matai Lawson, it will, number 9, who will come into bat. Doesn't seem to use a huge amount of energy in his pitching, but definitely the result is quite a powerful pitcher.
Ai, mea ana koe. Oh, ara te tai hapa.
Foul ball.
Yeah, you don't say, bro. It doesn't. He's just probably warming his arm up, getting ready for the next game.
Oh, yeah, he spends a lot of time warming up in the bullpen over there. Reminiscent of another one of the great pitchers in New Zealand who always threw a lot of warm-up pitches, Māori. That one just on the inside. Already seeing a different approach from Smith. Works a little bit more on the inside of the plate than what we saw from Atkins. Yeah, still trying to pepper the inside of the plate. If the umpire's not going to give it to you though, you've got to make an adjustment.
All right, he epa anō. Same pitch, same spot.
There we go, this time. Strikeout number 2. And for the New Zealanders, a very impressive outing with 1 out to go in this ball game. Bobby Tar comes into bat for American Samoa. And already you're seeing George Smith beginning to settle into his work. He's picked up a little bit of speed from the first couple of pitches that he pitched. Just maybe a couple of nerves. And is not wasting any time on this one.
Ai, ara te epa o tērā kokonga, the outside corner.
Rears back in what's possibly the last pitch of the game. And indeed it is. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 up and 3 down for George Smith. We make that 8 strikeouts in a row for this ball game out of 9 batters for a very impressive New Zealand outfit. Commiserations to American Samoa, but 20-0 tells you everything you need to know about the way this ball game went, Q.
Ai. Te kapa opango. Ai, kua kite ngā āhuatanga, ngā pukenga katoa o te kapa tokena pango. Aha koa, I whakaputa ngoi American Samoa. New Zealand has come out on top with a 20-0 into the game.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It is New Zealand who run our victors. We are going to have some interviews down there with both coaches in just a moment as we get into this one. But it is very hard to read a lot into this ball game in terms of the opposition from New Zealand. They've been very impressive out there, and but how good they really are and how good Australia are will tell us more when they play each other.
He ahu au rite a Aotearoa me Ahitareiria. Kua whai wahi atu ki American Samoa. So they have both played American Samoa and come out with the same result.
Yeah.
Both teams have been aggressive with the bat. Both teams have been aggressive with the base running. But, yeah. We'll soon see at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. 6 o'clock will be the next game between Australia and New Zealand. The ANZAC Test, the one we've all been waiting for today, as the Trans-Tasman rivals go head-to-head in this qualifier. Bragging rights on day one will be on the line. It's a 3-day tournament, and it will be New Zealand v Australia very shortly. Just about ready to go with our interviews down on the diamond. Jackie Smith will be down there with James, Jackie and James. The Jackie and James show coming to you very shortly. And we'll bring them for you in just a minute, and we're going to take a break.
Stefano, look who's in the house.
From the park to the city, stories told our way. Quick scroll, one tap, kamo, kua uru mai koe.
Hey, tēnā koe.
Tō mātou reo.
Kau te Manawatū, te Manawatū, kau.
Tō mātou tuku hohe.
What emojis there, my
Tō mātou tirohanga. Stream it, cast it, carry it with you. Download Māori Plus on your devices.
Kia ora te whānau and welcome back to Colquhoun Park. We have seen the end of Game 2 between American Samoa and New Zealand. New Zealand coming out the victors of that game, 20 runs to 0. Fantastic start to the tournament. I'm here with Jason Kumaroa and Rico Ratu, a player and coach of the New Zealand team. Jason, what was the plan going into that game?
Pretty simple plan. For a start, like respect the opposition, and respect the game. For American Samoa, they've come a long way, and to come into playing against two quality teams like that, it's going to be a tough task. But our plan was to stay patient, be disciplined, respect the game mainly.
And I noticed that you managed to get a lot of players into the game, which is always a bit of a bonus. But what were you most happy about from the execution of your players in that game?
Well, most happy about our pitching staff. Compared to yesterday, we were a little bit dusty, a bit rough, and sort of just come together. But today they were on point today, so we were happy with that. We really wanted to fix that part of our game, and the boys done the job on that today.
Fantastic.
I've got Rico Ratu here, one of the players. You couldn't ask for a better start to the tournament. 2 home runs in the first inning.
It's the best part of the game, hitting, especially hitting it over the fence, and start tournament with 2 of them is pretty spectacular. Gives me momentum, confidence to just keep going.
You said to me before, see ball, hit ball. I love that. But the team's performance, you had contributors all through the lineup today.
Yeah, well, you don't get nowhere without a team. And, the brothers performed today, and as we should, and we'll just keep that momentum going for the next couple of games, next couple of days, and keep performing as we should.
And finishing out today's games is probably the big match between Australia and New Zealand, the ANZAC Day clash, we're calling it. Your thoughts on that game, Jason?
I think the boys are really excited, obviously the ANZAC clash and stuff like that, our foe, we love to love them and vice versa, but now the boys are up for it, I'm looking forward to it, and can't wait to get it on.
Awesome. There you go. New Zealand can't wait to get it on. Well, don't go away, folks. We have another game coming to you at 6 p.m.
Yeah. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The game is over here for American Samoa. The day is over for American Samoa. They've played both opposition. They've played gallantly, and I do echo the words of Jason Kumiroa. Full respect to the opposition, in this case, American Samoa. They've come a long way to play these games. They've had their heads up, and congratulations to them for being here. Congratulations to New Zealand. They go on to the big clash at 6 o'clock. But for me, go here and beyond the dugout. Q, I'm going to leave it to you to take us out.
Ai, e te whānau kaua he haere tawhiti atu. Ako ake nei, hei te ono karaka. Ka kite ko ai ka hua, ko ai ka tohu. I wainga nui i ngā kapa e rua. I wainga nui i ahita reiria. Me Aotearoa. No reira, tauti mai ki tērā pāpāhotanga. A te ono karaka. No reira, e te whānau hei kona. Ka kite.
opportunity to become